If someone harasses you, all you can do is harass them back. You can't punch them if they haven't punched you. You can't try to sabotage their life in some way because that's the only way you'll feel satisfied. Whatever they've done to you is the exact same thing you will do to them. That doesn't really work since you didn't start the interaction. Therefore, if you were doing nothing and they did something to you, if they're allowed to go from 0 to 20, then you're perfectly allowed to go from 20 to 2,000. You don't have to hold back and match their level of stupidity. You make sure they never mess with you again. However, you're a Christian, so you must do exactly what God tells you to. And so, getting back on track, whatever they do to you is the exact same thing you will do to them. But you will end up doing nothing. Do you know why? No matter how much it bothers you, you most certainly won't waste time gossiping about someone you don't care about. You won't waste time finding some type of way of making them feel uncomfortable and bothered. They might actually enjoy the interaction. You won't do to them what they've done to you. Therefore, just turn the other cheek. Yahweh will repay. He will find people who disgust them as much as they disgust you, and they will understand your pain. For example, when I worked at McDonald's, because we worked at close quarters, some women would pass their hands on my behind while making it look like it wasn't on purpose. I ignored them because they're women, and I could have destroyed them if I wanted to. They were doing it to get a reaction out of me, and I would not give them that. They were trying to make the female customers who would watch us work jealous. Excuse my French. But I also didn't say anything because I didn't want to be seen by others as a bitch, and if I did an eye for an eye, I would most certainly get fired and arrested. So, all I could do was turn the other cheek. The same type of behavior has happened and continues to happen the moment I leave my house. Hell, in my house also with family members. Part of the reason I don't really care about women's sexual harassment claims anymore. If the roles were reversed, you'd probably be doing the same as the men who harass you. There are just not that many men out there who arouse you in that way, and you as women don't outnumber them. So, imagine, if someone rapes you, all you can do is rape them back. You can't really do that, can you? You can't kill them because revenge cannot get out of proportion according to the Almighty. So, all you can do is forgive and let Yahweh handle the retribution part. But I will say this, I'm not really being fair because I don't want for the same to happen to my family members, but I genuinely hope that the women who sexually assaulted me get raped. But God won't do that. He'll just have them work with men who will do to them as they have done to me. They will feel the powerlessness and humiliation that I felt. Will they be sorry? Probably not. Probably they will only think of how unfair it is, what's happening to them. I take what I can get. Anyway, an eye for an eye will make you go blind. You will become worse than the monster that hurt you. If I had taken revenge on those women, no one would have understood me, would they? And if I had taken revenge on them, it would only expose what already was inside my heart. All I needed was a little nudge, an excuse. Did you know that the word trauma comes from the Greek for wound? Wounds can create monsters, and I am wounded. And wouldn't you agree? When you see a monster, you must stop it? Should I be stopped? What about those who gave me those wounds to begin with, who keep being protected by you? What about them? I will thank God for this. I hate being around people, female and male, but I don't hate people. I wish I could. I truly wish I could hate all of you so I could do what other wounded people like me have done. But I can't. And also, there's no point in doing one act of revenge that only lasts for a day and then people move on. I will get every single one of you with my writings, little by little, post by post, and then you'll know. I don't know what you will know, but you will know.